boys' school. Is that right? Or high school? You're most welcome. So Presec and DPS are vying for a place in the next round. So let's see who's going to go through. 4 rounds stand between them and the next round. Before we start, may I ask the team from DPS to introduce themselves.
Gabriel Narte, A-Level Science, first year.
Kofi Barton Waratano, A-Level, first year Science.
Sumaya Traore, A-Level, first year Science.
Kofini Madoyobo, A-Level Science, first year.
That's the team from DPS. Give them a round of applause. Next, we have the team from Presec. Please introduce yourselves.
Jima Dankwa Jimin, General Science, final year.
Benedict Partidoti, General Science, final year.
Otunila Kuti, General Arts, final year.
Chamatin Oliver, General Science, final year.
Welcome. That's a team from Presec. Give them a round of applause. Okay, we're going to start with the first round. DPS are taking the first set of questions. 2 minutes to answer 8 questions. Your battle is against the clock. So if you're not sure, just ask for a pass. And if we have time, I'll go back and repeat the question for you. That's the same for you, Presec, when it comes to your turn, okay? DPS, are we ready? 8 questions. Your time starts when I read the first question. Who led the English to the coast of Ghana?
Pass.
When did the English arrive on the coast of Ghana?
Pass.
When was the Cape Coast Castle built?
1482.
Incorrect. 1664 I was looking for. Who was the chairman of the Berlin Conference? Was it Adolf Hitler, Winston Churchill, Otto von Bismarck, or Otto von Schroeder?
Adolf Hitler.
Incorrect. Otto von Bismarck. Identify the authors of these books. Americana.
Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie.
You're correct. The Famished Road.
Pass.
The Arrow of God.
Pass.
Nervous Conditions.
Pass.
Your passes. Who led the English to the coast of Ghana?
Gordon Gaggisberg.
Incorrect. John Locke I was looking for. When did the English arrive on the coast of Ghana?
1632.
No, it was 1554. Your next pass. The writer of The Famished Road.
Chinua Achebe.
Incorrect. The writer of The Arrow of God.
Chinua Achebe.
You're correct on that one. Nervous Conditions.
Chinua Achebe.
Incorrect. Good try, though. I like that. The writer of that book was called Chichi Dangaremba. Okay? Right, that's the end of a run for DPS. Right, so we're going to move on to Presec. 2 minutes, 8 questions. Are we ready? Your time starts when I read out the first question. When did the Dutch capture the Elmina Castle from the Portuguese?
1642.
Incorrect. 1637 I was looking for. When did the Danes arrive on the Gold Coast?
Pass.
When did the Berlin Conference end?
1885.
Correct. Which surveyor drew up the modern map of Ghana? Was it Edu Boahen, F.K. Bua, Ekem Ferguson, or Kwejiri Agri?
Ekem Ferguson.
You're correct. Which African writers authored the following books? Things Fall Apart.
Chinua Achebe.
So Long a Letter.
Pass.
Half of a Yellow Sun.
Pass.
Home Going.
Pass.
Your passes. When did the Danes arrive on the Gold Coast?
1642.
Correct. Writers of these books. So Long a Letter.
Chinua Achebe.
Incorrect. Miriama Ba, we're looking for there. Half of a Yellow Sun.
Chinua Achebe.
Incorrect. Home Going.
Ken Sarawiwa.
No, it wasn't Sawariwa. It was Ya JC on that one. And half of The Yellow Sun is written by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Okay? Right, that brings us to the end of the first one for Presec. Right, let's see what the scores look like at the end of the first round, the right corner round. So, at the end of the first round, Delhi Private School has 20 points. Presec Legon has 40 points. Okay, both schools have substitutions, right? Yes. Right, so we're going to move on to the second round, but before that, we have newbies on both teams. Please, for DPS, introduce yourself.
Joel Nkrumah.
Try again.
A-level science first year.
Welcome, Joel. And for Presec?
Kwabena Ponsa Henyo, general science final year.
Welcome, Kwabena. Right, the rules for the second round, the R-cube round. Your questions are going to be in the area of reading, writing, and arithmetic. You'll pose the question per school for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer attracts a penalty of 5 points. If you get your answer wrong or you decide not to attempt the question, it will be passed on immediately for a bonus to the other school for 5 points bonus, or if the answer is also incorrect, a deduction of 5 points. So your main question, 10 points, bonus, 5 points, incorrect answer, penalty, 5 points. Are we all clear on that? Okay, so I'm going to start with Presec. First question. I'm going to give you a definition and a list of words. You need to tell me which one of them is the word I have just defined. Custom of having many wives. Is it monogamy, bigamy, polygamy, or matrimony? Yes.
Polygamy.
Polygamy is correct. DPS, your question. A person who does not believe in any religion, are they a philatelist, a rationalist, an altruist, or a pagan?
Pagan.
Correct. Presec, same preamble. Bringing about gentle and painless death from incurable disease. Is it A, suicide, B, euphoria, C, gallows, or D, euthanasia? Yes,
Euthanasia.
Euthanasia is correct. DPS, the last of these type of questions. A man of lax morals. Is it A, a rookie, B, licentious, C, pirate, or D, vegan?
Licentious.
Correct for 10 points. Right, question 5. Please listen to the preamble. And that goes for both teams, okay? I'm going to spell a word and give you the meaning. There will be some letters missing. You've got to give me the letters in the correct order. The first question goes to Presec. A, B, dash, U, dash, E, meaning formally reject or disavow a formerly held belief. Out of time. DPS, care to take the bonus?
Pass.
You're passing. The word I was looking for was abjar. Abjar. So missing letters were J and R. DPS, your question. A, R, dash, A, N, dash, requiring secret or mysterious knowledge.
C, E.
C and E is correct. The word we're looking for was arcane. Arcane. Right. Presec. Same preamble. F, A, dash, dash, A, C, I, O, U, S. Meaning containing or based on incorrect reason. Kwabena.
LL.
LL. The word we're looking for was fallacious. The last of these type of questions. Same preamble. DPS. F, A, dash, U, O, U, dash, meaning devoid of intelligence?
T and S.
You are correct. Factuous. Factuous. The first of the maths questions goes to Presec. In an exam, Ali secured 1,328 marks. If he secured 32% of the marks, find the maximum marks. Yes, Dote.
4,150.
You're correct. You're correct. Right, DPS, your maths question. On a test consisting of 500 questions, Divine answered 80% of the first 250 questions correctly. What percent of the other 250 questions does she need to answer correctly for her grade on the entire exam to be 60%?
%20.
20% is incorrect. Presec, for the bonus. Yes, I'm listening, Dote.
40%.
You are correct, 40%. Right, question 11 goes to Presec. In an examination, 900 students took part. Out of these students, 56% got first division, 27% got second division, and the remaining just passed. Assuming that no student failed, find the number of students who just passed. Dote.
153.
You're correct. DPS. Your question, question 12. In a competitive examination in Accra Girls, 18% of the candidates got selected from the total candidates that partook. Kumasi High and Accra Girls had an equal number of candidates that partook. From Kumasi High, 21% of the candidates got selected, with 240 more than the candidates that got selected from Accra Girls. What was the number of candidates that partook from each school?
$1,600.
Incorrect. Incorrect. For the bonus, Presec.
24,000.
You're correct. Right, Presec, your question. The area of a circular land is 35.42 hectares. Find the cost of fencing it at the rate of $5 per meter approximately. Is it A, 14,457.5? Is it B, 12,457.25? Is it C, 10,550.57? Or D, 15,050.75?
Pass.
Okay. For the bonus, DPS, care to try?
Pass.
You're passing. We're looking for C on that one. Question 14 goes to DPS. The diameter of the driving wheel of a lorry is 95 centimeters. How many revolutions per minute must the wheel make in order to keep a speed of 75 kilometers per hour approximately? Is it A, 215, B, 207, C, 232, or D, 209?
Pass.
Right, your time is up. Presec, care to take the bonus? No, out of time there as well. We're looking for 209 on that one, 209. Presec, your final question of this round. A car wheel makes 650 revolutions in covering a distance of 35 kilometers. Find the radius of the wheel. Is it A, 1.5 meters, B, 3.61 meters, C, 3.65 meters, or D, 1.45 meters? Out of time, DPS, care to take the bonus? You're out of time too. Okay, we were looking for 3.61 meters on that one. Final question of this round. That goes to DPS. The inner circumference of a circular car racetrack, 75 meters wide, is 2,640 meters. Find the radius of the outer circle. Is it A, 495 meters, B, 456 meters, C, 463 meters, or D, 482 meters? Out of time, Presec, you're taking a bonus for 5 points.
495 meters. 95 meters.
You're correct. So with that bonus for Presec, we are at the end of the R cubed round. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like. Right, so at the end of the R cubed round, DPS have 30 points, Presec have 65 points.
Are you a motivated student interested in English, mathematics, science, and computational thinking? You want to stay competitive with hundreds of thousands of smart students from across the globe? Welcome to the Ghana Olympiad Academy. At the Ghana Olympiad Academy, we give access to students from grade 2 to SHS 3 to take part in international Olympiads. Candidates prepare and sit these exams online and get the chance to qualify for the Olympiads in rotating host nations across the world. Some of the international Olympiads include the International Junior Math Olympiad, Vanda Science Olympiad, Kangaroo Math, Igbo English Olympiad, Design Thinking, Robotics and Computational Thinking, amongst others. Join the Ghana Olympiad Academy today and catch up with the rest of the world academically. Go to www.GhanaOlympiadAcademy.com or WhatsApp 0570-898-762 for more.
today, the question is no longer, why do we have problems? But rather, how can we spin those challenges into opportunities? This is the revolutionary mindset we, students here at Academic City, are driven by. Academic City, we believe that the challenges of today are nothing like the opportunities of tomorrow. Hence, we're poised for the future. And so we say,
come join us.
Pakuli.
Biasanyani.
Uyai Tibatani.
Zafula Nabia.
Viens nous rejoindre.
Brabe Kayam. Ow, I'm gonna start Shamil Gojal.
As we lead the charge to empower the next generation of future leaders. Academic City University College, redefining university education.
Right, we're moving on to the STEM round. Please listen clearly to the rules. Questions are going to be posed to both schools. You can buzz in at any time if you think you know the answer for 10 points. If you are, however, incorrect, you lose 5 points, and I continue to read for the other team to have a chance of also picking up 10 points. If they too get it wrong, that's a 5-point deduction. So basically, correct answers are 10 points, incorrect answers, -5. Are we all clear on that? When you buzz in, you must speak straight away. Are we clear on that? Okay. First question. In 1808, John Dalton published a new system of chemical philosophy detailing the atomic theory of matter. Which of the following statements is inconsistent with his atomic theory? A. Matter consists of indivisible atoms, and all atoms of an element are identical in all respects. B. Different chemical elements have different kinds of atoms, and in particular, such atoms have different weights. C. Atoms are indestructible and retain their identity in chemical reactions wherein they form compounds.
C.
C is incorrect. I will continue reading. D. Atoms are destructible. Some heavy ones break up to form lighter ones, releasing energy and nuclear particles in a process called nuclear fission.
D.
D is the correct answer, Jermaine. Question 2. Carbon, as diamond, has one of the highest melting points and is thus far the hardest material known to man. However, some diamonds are not perfect and thus not as hard. The reason for this is that A. Some diamonds show multiple crystal growth stages which produce inclusions of other elements, thereby introducing defects. B. Errors occurring during diamond cutting and polishing by inexperienced workers. C. Some diamonds get soaked in blood during smuggling, Africa's blood diamonds, which reduces hardness. Or D. None of the above. That was Presec.
A.
A is the correct answer. Question 3. 2.12 grams of anhydrous sodium carbonate is dissolved in 200 cubic centimeters of water. 25 cubic centimeters of this solution neutralizes 80 cubic centimeters of hydrochloric acid solution. The concentration of the hydrochloric acid in moles per decimeter is what? Is it A, 0.031, 25? Oh. Yes.
A.
A is incorrect. B, 0.0156, C, 1.325, or D, 0.0625. The equation is summarized as Na2CO3 plus 2HCl, going to form 2 NaCl plus H2O plus CO2. No answer there? Okay, we were looking for 0.0625, 0.0625 on that one. You should have waited for the equation. Right. All right, question 4. An important step in the industrial production of hydrogen gas is the water-gas shift reaction. used extensively in Sasol, S-A-S-O-L. The reaction entails heating carbon monoxide and water, CO, a gas, plus H2O in gaseous state, at equilibrium with CO2 gas plus H2 gas. At 500 degrees Celsius, the equilibrium constant for this reaction is 3.9. If the equilibrium partial pressures of CO and H2O are both 0.1 atmospheres and that of CO2 is 0.7 atmospheres, the partial pressure of H2 gas will be what? Is it A, 3.9 atmospheres, B, 0.7 atmospheres, C, 0.056 atmospheres, or D, 0.1 atmospheres? With 1 second to go, yes.
0.7 atmosphere.
Incorrect. Okay. All right. The answer we're looking for there was 0.056 atmospheres. Okay. Question 5. Vioxx, spelled V-I-O-X-S, also called Rofezicob, was the drug manufactured by Merck and approved by the FDA as a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug to treat arthritis. The drug was withdrawn on September 30th, 2004, leading to several lawsuits against Merck. The reason for the drug's withdrawal was what? Was it A, Vioxx was not particularly effective and fared much worse than aspirin? B, Merck falsified clinical data and misled the FDA into approving Vioxx? C, Vioxx increased patients' risk of getting heart attacks? D, Vioxx was too expensive to make and very little profit could be made from its sales, greatly upsetting Merck's shareholders? Yes, Presec.
C.
C is the correct answer. Question 6. If you put an unripe banana in a bag with a ripe apple, it will quickly ripen because of the hormone what produced by the apple? Presec.
Ethylene.
Spell.
E-T-H-Y-L-E-N-E.
Okay. I'll wait on that one. The options I have are cytokinin, gibberellin, abscisic acid, or none of the above. On the bell. Okay, give me the answer.
C.
C is correct. C is correct. Question 7. The biological process whereby carbon is returned to its reservoir is what? Is it A, photosynthesis, B, burning of fossil fuels, C, cellular respiration, or D, nitrification? Yes, Presec.
B.
B is incorrect. DPS.
Cellular respiration.
You're correct for the bonus. Cellular respiration. Right, question 8. A car of mass, 800 kilograms, is freewheeling down a slope at 30 degrees to the horizontal at a constant speed of 54 kilometers per hour. Use this information to answer the next 2 questions. So question 8 is the loss of potential energy each second is what? Is it A, 12 joules, B, 120 joules, C, 6,000 joules, or D, 60,000 joules? No answer? Okay, we were looking for 6,000 joules on that one. 6,000 joules. Question 9 is following the same preamble that I just read, okay? The car is now traveling along a horizontal road at the same speed and all other conditions are the same as before. What is the operating power of the car's engine? Is it 60 kilowatts, 6 kilowatts, 43.2 kilowatts, or 12 kilowatts? Okay, our time is up. No possible answers for each team. Is 43.2. That was C, kilowatts. Okay? Last question in the STEM round. Leukemia is generally difficult to treat because A, it affects the blood, a liquid organ, thus precluding surgery. B, the question statement is false. Leukemia is fully curable by treatment with platinum salts. C, leukemia is fully curable by bone marrow transplantation. D, leukemia is simply treated by repeated blood transfusions and bone marrow transplants. Yes. C is incorrect. Care to try, Presec? The answer was A. We were looking for A as the answer. A. It affects the blood, a liquid organ, thus precluding surgery or precluding surgery. That brings us to the end of a very exciting STEM round. Right, at the end of the STEM round, both teams have 10 points. All right, we're moving on to the fourth and final round of this contest, the one-on-one round. The areas to be examined are English, maths, science, general knowledge. Each question has a potential of 10 points to be scored. There's 2 questions in each specialist area. We're going to start with our English specialists. So may I have those stay on stage, our English specialists, and the rest of you, please excuse us for the moment. So we have Gabrielle and Kwabena. Right, so choose the synonym for the highlighted word in the sentence. 1 attempt only, okay? The word that I am going to give you is vapid. Vapid. Its synonym, is it virtuous, vital, priceless, or dull? Kwabena?
D.
D is correct for dull. Right, this is a spelling but with gaps. So I'm going to spell, give you some gaps, give you a definition, and you tell me the missing letters in the correct order. B, E, dash, U, I, dash, E. To influence by slyness. Gabrielle.
GL.
You're correct, Gabrielle. Thank you. May I have my mathematicians, please? Right, so we have Kofi and Dote. Is that correct? All right, the first question in maths. There are 2 circles of different radius, such that the radius of the smaller circle is 2/5 that of the larger circle. A square whose area equals 5,184 square centimeters has its side as thrice the radius of the larger circle. What is the circumference of the smaller circle? Is it A, 49.34 centimeters, B, 54.23 centimeters, C, 60.34 centimeters, or D, 65.25 centimeters? Yes, Dote.
C.
C is the correct answer. Second maths question. A cup is in the form of a right circular cone, which has base of radius 35 centimeters and height equal to 84 centimeters. Find the approximate area of the sheet required to make 4 such cups. Is it A, 13,567 centimeters squared, B, 33,278 centimeters squared, or C, 42,232 centimeters squared, or D, 40,040 centimeters squared?
D.
D is the correct answer. Welcome, scientists. So we have Boateng versus Jermaine. Is that correct? Okay. Your 2 questions. Please listen. Consider the following statements. The cathode of a galvanic cell is positive. That's I. II. Electroplating of metals occurs at the cathode. III. Reduction takes place at the positive electrode of an electrolytic cell. Which statements are or is true? Is it A, I only, B, I, and III, or C, I only? Jermaine?
A.
A is incorrect. Boateng?
B.
B is also incorrect. I was looking for C. Right. Second question. The area that separates inner planets from the outer ones is referred to as what? The what?
Asteroid belt.
You're correct. You're correct, Boateng. The asteroid belt. Thank you, scientists. May I have my social scientists up here, please? Right, so we have Sumaya and
Nila Kuti.
Nila Kote. Remember to speak into the mic, okay? All right. So somebody is going to appear on there. Please give me their name. Sumaya.
A for H.
No. We're out of time. That is Jacinda Ardern, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, okay? Your second question. Identify this flag. Ni?
Mauritius.
You're correct. Can our other specialists join me on stage now, please? We're now at the end of that part of the contest, the 4th round. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like. Right, at the end of round 4, the one-on-one round, DPS have 20 points, Presec have 40 points. We're now at the end of that contest. Let's see who is going through to the next round. Right, at the end of this contest, DPS score 80 points. Going through to the next round is Presec Legon with 155 points. Right, that brings us to the end of the first contest of this episode. We're going to a break. We'll see you after the break.
The University of the Free State is one of the oldest institutions of higher education in South Africa. Established in 1904, the institution produces sought-after graduates on 3 campuses in Bloemfontein and Qwaqwa in the Eastern Free State. Through the years, the university has grown to more than 40,000 undergraduate and postgraduate students spread across 7 faculties. The UFS creates opportunities and growth through leading learning and teaching, focused research, and impactful engagement with society. Situated in the heart of South Africa, our character of caring and diversity translates into an outstanding university experience.
Want to shop online with us? It's easy. Go on www.chopboxonline.com. Log in with your Chopbox account details and select Shop. Here you can search for any item or choose from the various categories. Simply add your items to the cart, proceed to checkout, and select a payment method of your choice, as well as a delivery location. It really is that easy.
Right, hello and welcome back from the break, where Presec made their way through to the next round. We're now going to our next contest to see who is going to make it through out of Keta Senior High School and KNUST Senior High School. We're going to have the contestants introduce themselves, starting with KNUST Senior High School. Please introduce yourselves.
George Owarumensa, General Science final year.
Akwamo Michael Boating, General Science final year.
Nanaya Udrojo, General Arts final year.
Akasa Michael, General Science final year.
Welcome to the team from KNUST. And now the team from Keta Senior High School. Please introduce yourselves.
Pedro Nelson, General Science final year. Courage Atipo, General Science final year.
Gawunga Justice, General Arts final year.
Wisdom Apreku, General Arts final year.
That's the team from Keta Senior High School. So 4 rounds stand between you and the next round. Let's see who's going to be successful. First round is called the right corner round. You have 2 minutes to answer 8 questions on social literacy. A correct answer gets 10 points, an incorrect one does not get any deductions. So your battle in this round is going to be against the clock. If you're not sure, pass. If we have time, I'll go back and I'll repeat the question for you. Are we all clear on that? All right, so to start this round, we have Keta Senior High School with the first 8 questions. Your 2 minutes start when I read the first question out. Are we ready? Okay. Question 1. When was the Battle of Akamanso fought?
Pass.
When did Captain George McLean arrive at the Gold Coast?
1829.
Incorrect. 1830 is what I was looking for. Which governor introduced indirect rule?
Governor Lord Lugard.
Correct. When was the Tetekwashi cocoa farm replanted?
Please, the possible answers.
When was the Tetekwashi cocoa farm replanted?
Pass.
Some forts and their locations. So I'll give you the name of the fort, you give me the location. Fort William.
Cape Coast.
Correct. Fort Victoria.
Pass.
St. George's Castle.
Elmina.
Correct. Fort Metalcross.
Discov.
Correct. Your passes. When was the Battle of Akamanso fought?
Please, the possible answers.
1824.
Incorrect. I was looking for 1826. When was the Tetekwashi cocoa farm replanted?
1836. 1836.
Incorrect. I was looking for 1960. And a fort and its location, Fort Victoria.
Accra.
Incorrect. I was looking for Cape Coast. That brings us to the end of the round for Keta Senior High School. Good job. Right. So we're going to move on now to our team from KNUST Senior High. Are we ready? Your 2 minutes start when I read your first question out. Where did Tetekwashi establish his first cocoa farm?
Mampong.
Correct. When was the McLean Treaty signed?
Pass.
On what date and month was the Bond of 1844 signed?
Pass.
When did Gordon Gadgesberg become governor of the Gold Coast?
Pass.
Forts and their location, Fort William.
Anumabo.
Correct. Fort St. Sebastian.
Pass.
Fort Prinsenstein.
Pass.
And Fort St. Jago.
Pass.
Okay, back to your passes. When was the McLean Treaty signed?
Pass.
On what date and month was the Bond of 1844 signed?
6th March 1844.
Correct. When did Gordon Gadgesberg become governor of the Gold Coast?
1917.
1919 is what I was looking for. Forts and their location, Fort St. Sebastian.
Axim.
Incorrect. We're looking for Shamad on that one. Fort Prinsenstein.
Takwa.
Takwa is incorrect. Keta is what I was looking for there. And Fort St. Jago.
Cape Coast.
Cape Coast is incorrect. I was looking for Elmina there. That brings us to the end of all the questions for KNUST Senior High. And the end of the first round. Let's see what the scoreboard is looking like. Right, so at the end of the first round, KNUST SHS have 30 points and Keta Senior High have 40 points. Okay, we're moving on to round 2. Do we have any substitutions? Okay, so please, let's do that now before I move on. All right, so we're going to move swiftly on to round 2, but our newbies on both teams need to introduce themselves. So for KNUST SHS, who do we have?
Jennifer Stephen, final year General Science.
Welcome, Stephen. And for Keta Senior High School, who do we have?
Medegliako Benedict Gadiello.
Welcome, Benedict. All right, so round 2. This is the R-cubed round. Your question areas are going to be reading, writing, and arithmetic. You will pose the question in 10 for a maximum of 10 points. A wrong answer will attract a penalty of 5 points. If you don't get it right, I will pass it on for a bonus to the other team who can pick up +5, a bonus of 5 points. Again, should they get it wrong, they lose 5 points. So correct answers, if it's your main question, is 10 points. A bonus, correct answer is 5 points. All wrong answers in this round attract a penalty of 5 points. Are we all clear on that? We're all clear on that. Right, so I'm going to start this time with KNUST. Please listen to the preamble. Choose the word that is similar in meaning to the highlighted word below in this sentence, okay? I will highlight the word for you. He enjoys vicarious authority. Vicarious is the word we're looking for. Your options are tenuous, limited, delegated, or wide.
Delegated.
Correct for 10 points. On to Keta Senior High School. He has a propensity for getting into debt. Propensity is the word we're looking for. Characteristic, quality, natural tendency, or aptitude. Yes.
Natural tendency.
You are correct, Benedict. Natural tendency. Same preamble, KNUST. If you lack in magnanimity, all your wealth and luxury is useless. Magnanimity is the word we're looking for. Is it planning, purposively, or management, or generosity?
Generosity.
You are correct for 10 points. The final question of these types go to Keta Senior High. Seeds need sufficient water and air to germinate. Germinate is the word we're looking for. Is it grow, reproduce, breed, or sprout?
Sprout.
Sprout is correct also for 10 points. New preamble. And we're going to KNUST on this one. You're going to choose the odd one out of the words I give you. Are we ready? Emancipate, badger, hassle, beleaguer. Odd one out.
Emancipate.
Emancipate is correct for 10 points. Same preamble to you, Keta Senior High. Belie, reveal, contradict, deny. Wisdom.
Review.
Reveal is correct for 10 points. KNUST, same preamble. Peaceable, bellicose, belligerent, combative. Odd one out.
Peaceable. Peaceable.
You are correct for 10 points. The last one of these types of questions. Blithe, thoughtful, jovial, carefree. Odd one out.
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful is correct for 10 points as well. Well done to you. We're now moving on to the first of the maths questions, which goes to KNUST SHS. Right, your question. The length of a rectangle pillow is twice its breadth. If its length is decreased by 25 centimeters and breadth is increased by 25 centimeters, the area of the rectangle is increased by 375 square centimeters. Find the length of the rectangle. Out of time. For bonus, Keta Senior High School. Also out of time. We were looking for 80 centimeters. Keta, your question. If each side of a square is increased by 50%, find the percentage change in its area. Yes.
25%.
You said 25%. Incorrect. For the bonus. Michael.
125%.
125% is correct for the +5. For the bonus there, okay? Your question, KNUST. A girl walking at the rate of 25 kilometers per hour crosses a square field diagonally in 36 seconds. The area of the field is what? Is it 17,110 square meters, 25,485 square meters, 28,800 square meters, or 22,114 square meters? Out of time. Keta Senior High, care to take the bonus? Also out of time. It's 28,800 square meters. All right, so Keta, your question. A garden is in the form of a rectangle, having its sides in the ratio of 4:5. The area of the garden is ½ hectares, or 1/2 hectares. Find the length and breadth of the garden in meters. Is it 20 and 25? Is it 20/10, 25? Or is it 20/25/3? Or is it 20/10 or 25/10? Out of time. KNUST, care to take the bonus? All right, we're looking for D, 20/10, 25/10, okay? KNUST, your question. A passenger train, 165 meters long, which is running at a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. In what time will it pass a man who is running at a speed of 3 kilometers per hour in the opposite direction? So the direction the train is moving. 14, 17, 16, or 18? Out of time. Keta, you want to take the bonus?
18.
18 is correct for +5. 18 is correct for a +5 there. Keta, your question. A metro train, 200 meters long, takes 12 seconds to cross a man walking at 10 kilometers per hour opposite to that of the train. Find the speed of the train. Is it 50 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour, 130 kilometers per hour, or 140 kilometers per hour? Yes, Nelson.
60 kilometers per hour.
That's incorrect. For the bonus, over to KNUST. Also out of time. We were looking for 50 kilometers per hour, not 60. Right, KNUST, your last question of this round. A girl is walking at a speed of 15 kilometers per hour along a railway track. If she is 600 meters ahead of a train, which is 300 meters long, and runs at a speed of 180 kilometers per hour in the same direction, then what is the time required to pass the girl? Is it 19.63 seconds, 32 seconds, 8.2 seconds, or 28.3 seconds? Out of time, Keta, for the bonus. Also out of time. We're looking for A, which is 19.63 seconds. Final question of this round goes to Keta Senior High School. A person runs on a platform of 90 meters at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour in the same direction of a passenger train. Find the time taken by the train to cross the running person if the speed of the train is 35.5 kilometers per hour. The length of the train is equal to the length of the platform in this case. Your options are 5.32, 7.5, 12.6, or 10.62. Yes, Nelson. D is incorrect. KNUST?
5.32.
You are correct for the bonus of +5. Right, so that brings us to the end of the R-Cube round. We're halfway through the contest. Let's see what the scoreboard looks like at the end of this round. Okay, so at the end of the R-Cubed round, Keta Senior High School scored 30 points, and KNUST SHS scored 50 points.
Today, the question is no longer, why do we have problems? But rather, how can we spin those challenges into opportunities? This is the revolutionary mindset we, students here at Academic City, are driven by. Academic City, we believe that the challenges of today are nothing like the opportunities of tomorrow. Hence, we're poised for the future. And so we say,
come join us.
Pakuli.
Biasanyani.
Uyai Tibatane.
Zafula Nabia.
Viens nous rejoindre.
Brabe Kayam. Ao, Amarasat Shame Gojao.
As we lead the charge to empower the next generation of future leaders. Academic City University College, redefining university education.
Are you in a rush? No time to look through all the awesome products on the site? Well, Chopbox has you covered. Just select Quick Buy and choose from any of our pre-prepared packs that suit your school shopping needs. Chopbox, a convenient service.
All right, so we're about to move on to the STEM round, the third round of this contest. I'm going to read the rules, and I need you to listen clearly. Questions are posed to both schools. You can buzz in at any time if you know the answer, and for 10 points. If it's incorrect, however, you get a deduction of 5 points. I will fully read the question to the other school, and they get the option to also answer it. Should they get it correct, also 10 points. Should they get it incorrect, 5 points. So correct questions in this round are 10 points. Incorrect questions, a deduction of 5 points. Right, first question. How often does Halley's Comet appear in the Earth's night sky? Is it every 48 years, every 100 years, every 30 years, or every 76 years? KNUST.
D.
D is correct for the 10 points. Second question. How long does it take light from the nearest star, excluding the light from the sun, to reach the Earth? Is it A, less than 1 second, B, 1 hour, C, 4.2 years, or D, 1.2 years? KNUST.
A.
A is incorrect. You're out of time. It was 4.2 years. C. Question 3. The terms anemophily and hydrophily refer respectively to what? Right, KNUST.
Anemophily refers to the pollination by wind, and hydrophily refers to the pollination by water.
You are correct. Please turn your buzzer off. Your buzzer is still going, Stephen. Thank you very much. Question 4. The frontal lobe of the brain comprises of what? Is it A, the ramus lobe in each cerebral hemisphere of the brain? B, the part of the brainstem that links the medulla oblongata and the thalamus? C, the gray matter relaying sensory information and acting as a center for pain reception? Or D, areas concerned with behavior, learning, personality, and voluntary movement? The answer was D, areas concerned with behavior, learning, personality, and involuntary movements. Question 5. Depending on the temperature in the room you are taking this quiz in, you might be shivering because it's cold, or sweating because it's too warm, or just having cold sweats due to nervousness. The part of the brain responsible for this is, that was Keta Senior High School.
Hypothalamus.
You are correct, hypothalamus. Question 6. Which of the following is true about enzymes? A. Enzymes alter the equilibrium of reactions that they catalyze. B. Enzymes are mainly globular proteins, but some are RNA. C. To generate the name of an enzyme, the suffix ase, A-S-E, is... Yes. That was Keta Senior High School.
D.
D is correct. D is correct, even though I hadn't read it out. Very good. All right. Question 7. Anne is waiting to cross the road when an ambulance with a siren wailing approaches her at a speed of 120 kilometers per hour. If Anne hears a frequency of 13 kilohertz, what is the frequency of the ambulance's siren? Assume the speed of sound is 333 meters per second. Your options are 7.67, 13.0, 11.7, or 18.8 kilohertz, all of those. Right, that's Keta Senior High School.
D.
D is incorrect. All right, we're out of time. It was C, 11.7. 11.7. Question 8. When Vuyo walks into a shop, he sees a plane mirror 9 meters away from him. He walks directly towards it at a speed of 1.4 meters per second. What is the distance between... Okay. I'm listening. Okay, no, too long. I'm going to continue. What is the distance between Vuyo and his image 5 seconds after he started walking towards the mirror? The emission of the energy will increase by a factor of what? Is it A, 2 meters, B, 4 meters, C, 7 meters, or D, 16 meters?
2 meters.
Yes, Michael.
2 meters.
2 meters is also incorrect. I was actually looking for 4 meters. 4 meters. Question 9. When a constant resultant force acts on a body on a smooth horizontal surface, the acceleration is what? A, will decrease till the body reaches a constant speed. B, is constant but not zero. Keta Senior High School.
B.
B is correct for 10 points. B is correct for 10 points. Final question of this round. A speed trap is placed on the road to enforce speed limits. 2 detector wires are placed on the road 8 meters apart. A car traveling at 72 kilometers per hour passes over the wires. How long does it take for the front wheels of the car to cross over the wires? Is it 40 seconds, 11 seconds, 1.1 seconds, or 90 seconds? Yes, Keta.
40 seconds.
You're correct for 10 points. Right, so that brings us to the end of the third round, the STEM round. Let's see what our scores are looking like. Right, so at the end of the STEM round, KNUST SHS, 10 points. Keta Senior High, 35 points. Right, so we're moving on to the fourth and final round, the one-on-one round. We're pitting our specialists against our specialists in English, maths, science, and general knowledge. 2 questions under each specialist area for a maximum of 20 points. That's 10 points per question. We will start with our English specialist. So could those remain, and the rest of you please excuse us. So we have Boateng versus Benedict. Is that correct? 2 questions. I'm going to spell a word, but I'll have some gaps. I'll give you the meaning of the word. I want you to tell me which letters go into the gap in order. Okay? Are we ready? A dash C E T I dash, meaning someone who practices self-denial. Boateng.
SNC.
You are correct. What word were we looking for? What word were we looking for?
Ascetic.
You are correct. You are very correct there. Okay, your second one. Same preamble. C-O-N dash I dash A-L, meaning fond of the pleasures of good company. Yes.
NNC.
NNC is incorrect. We were looking for VMV, convivial. Convivial was the word we were looking for. All right? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right, welcome mathematicians. 2 questions, 30 seconds on each question. Are we ready? Michael and Nelson. There were 32 boys in a hostel. If the number of boys is increased by 15, then the expenditure on food increases by 43 Ghana cedi per day, while the average expenditure of boys is reduced by 2 Ghana cedi. What will the initial expenditure on the food be per day? Is it A, 108.2 Ghana cedi, B, 125.6 Ghana cedi, C, 135.8 Ghana cedi, Or D, 144.5 Ghana cedi? Yes, Keta Nelson.
B.
B is incorrect. We're out of time. Yeah, out of time. I can't give you that one. Okay? Second question. The average monthly salary of directors and office boys of an organization is 3,750 Ghana cedi. Then the average salary of all directors is 6,000 Ghana cedi, while that of all office boys is 3,000 per month. If there are 120 employees in the organization, then find the ratio of manager and office boys. Is it 2 to 5, 3 to 1, 1 to 3, or 5 to 2? Yes, Michael.
2 to 5.
Incorrect. Nelson.
B.
B is also incorrect. I was looking for 1 to 3, C. Thank you, gentlemen. May I have my scientists on stage, please? Welcome. First question. Which of the following statements is or are true? I, 1 liter of ice weighs the same as 1 liter of water. I, 1 liter of ice weighs less than 1 liter of water. I, 1 liter of ice weighs more than 1 liter of water. Keta.
I.
You are correct. B, I is correct. Second question. A chemical reaction that releases heat into the surroundings is yes.
It's an exothermic reaction.
However, I'm not finished, so I'm going to continue reading the question. You buzzed as well, so you need to give me an answer. You don't have one? Okay. So unfortunately, because you buzzed too quickly, really we were looking for exothermic, but negative, because there was a change in temperature as well. I hadn't finished the sentence. All right? So, a chemical reaction that releases heat into the surroundings is an exothermic reaction, and the value of entropy change is negative at constant pressure. So because I didn't finish the sentence, I can't. All right? Thank you, scientists. May I have my social scientists up here, please? Right, so we have Benedict and Nanayao. Okay, 2 general knowledge questions. Your first one is an audio. Please identify the person speaking.
Last night, I congratulated Donald Trump and offered to work with him.
Nanayao.
Kamala Harris.
Incorrect. Yes,
Of
Benedict.
our country. I hope that he will be a successful president for all Americans.
Turn your
This
buzzer
is
off.
not the
You're out
outcome
of
we
time.
wanted.
Anyone in the audience? No? Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton was the lady speaking there. Identify this personality on your monitors, please. Benedict.
The president of India.
Incorrect.
Alberto Fernandez.
Unfortunately not. We're looking for Alexander Lukashenko, the Belarusian president, that gentleman was. Okay, that brings us to the end of the one-on-one round. May I have the rest of the team on stage?
Are you a motivated student interested in English, mathematics, science, and computational thinking? You want to stay competitive with hundreds of thousands of smart students from across the globe? Welcome to the Ghana Olympiad Academy. At the Ghana Olympiad Academy, we give access to students from grade 2 to SHS 3 to take part in international Olympiads. Candidates prepare and sit these exams online and get the chance to qualify for the Olympiads in rotating host nations across the world. Some of the international Olympiads include the International Junior Math Olympiad, Vanda Science Olympiad, Kangaroo Math, Igbo English Olympiad, Design Thinking, Robotics and Computational Thinking, amongst others. Join the Ghana Olympiad Academy today and catch up with the rest of the world academically. Go to www.ghanaolympiadacademy.com or WhatsApp 0570-898-762 for more.
Right, so we are at the end of the fourth round, the one-on-one round. Let's see what the scores for that round are. Right, so at the end of the one-on-one round, both teams scored 10 points. That brings us to the end of the contest. Let's see who has made it through to the next round. Right, so at the end of a hard-fought contest, KNUST scored 100 points. But going through to the next round are Keta Senior High with a score of 115 points. So commiserations to KNUST. You did very well there, but unfortunately today you were beaten by a slightly better team. Keta Senior High, congratulations, you go through to the next round. Right, that brings us to the end of another episode of the Sharks Quiz, Season 6 Seniors. My name is Evelyn Ejipong. See you next time.
Before my need, you were working on my behalf at times when I could not see. Your hand's been guiding me throughout this journey. Now you're preparing a table before me to sit and eat in the presence of my enemies. Where he is.